When I get home, first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to get into my bedroom, choose ABBA Gold, and I'm going to listen to The Winner Takes It All and just lie there, reflecting on my time in America.
Good afternoon, Speedbird 213 Heavy. Speedbird 213 Heavy, good afternoon, runway 3220, clear to land. Good land.
This is the story of an unlikely encounter, a chance meeting that 7 months ago brought a talented group of American high school students from California to a country many thousands of miles away. Equally, it's a story about a group of young people from the city of Cardiff in Wales who, on the surface, appeared to have very little in common with their American counterparts. Full Circle is a film about friendship, two groups of teens coming together, bound only by their interest in filmmaking and storytelling. What will happen next? Our story begins in London on July 28th, 2023.
Prior to going on this trip to Wales, I had little to no experience traveling at all. Going to Wales was the first time I had left the country. I got to meet some amazing new people. They exposed me to a brand new culture.
I've traveled a lot. I've seen a lot of different countries, but actually getting to live in Wales for 2 weeks, that really showed me how differently, but also how similarly I live to other people.
After a very successful 2-week broadcasting camp where the American teens worked alongside young people from Wales, the American group have returned to California. And while their new friends from Cardiff are once again a continent away, there is a silver lining. With the support of the Cardiff Youth Service staff and the generosity of broadcasting families from Carlsbad High School, their lives will intersect one more time. This is the beginning of our film. The next 10 days may well be life-changing. Full Circle begins now.
We just got here and we are waiting for the Welsh kids to walk out and join us.
I'm super excited. I can't wait to see them.
So I was a little late. There was a lot of traffic. And I ran all the way over here and I was super excited to meet the Welsh kids. Or meet them again.
I'm so excited to see them. It's been a while since we've seen them. I was so excited for them to be here.
I just remember waiting and waiting, and then finally when they walked through the door, all the thoughts left my head. I just ran towards them, and then I remember trying to get them through the door because we didn't want to set off the alarms.
All I remember is Juliana running up to me, and then I had a mini panic attack because I was like, what's going on? And then I got back into a moment. I was like, over here.
And we all got to hug each other and see each other again, and it was so exciting.
Ron has the most unique personality I think I have ever met someone with. She is so quirky and different. She is so unapologetically herself in the most supportive and kind way.
Being able to see them in that airport, walking through those doors, I'm not gonna lie, it was super emotional, and it was just I just ran and hugged Dad. I missed them.
After the airport reunion and before traveling to Long Beach, California to join 3,000 students and teachers at the National Student Television Network convention, there are plenty of things to do and places to visit in Southern California. For some of the Welsh young people, this is their first trip outside of the UK, and for most of them, the first time visiting America. Saturday morning begins with a tour of Carlsbad, and by popular demand, first stop is Knockout Pizza in the Carlsbad village. On Saturday night, both groups of teens come together for the first time since the previous summer for a reunion party.
The reunion party was super fun. We got to eat Mexican food with all of them, and they all thought it was delicious, and then we all sat around the fireplace and we made s'mores together and got to talk about all the fun activities that we were going to do this week with them and about how their lives have been going, and it was just amazing to see all of our families come together and get to hang out in one place.
Sunday begins at the happiest place on earth.
We're here in Disneyland with everyone and we are all very excited to go on all the rides.
Disneyland was just mind-blowing.
The only words I can really use to describe it is meticulous. The amount of detail and work that was put into everything.
Going to Disneyland was really fun because I got to like spend a lot of time with people, go on rides, and there's just a lot of enjoyment.
We're part of the resistance. I'm part of the resistance.
The Disneyland trip was a lot of fun, but it was very stressful for me. I'm very grateful to have gone to Disneyland a few times in my life, so I was almost the tour guide for the group. So I had a lot of fun kind of planning what the best activities were, and I really wanted to make sure that they had the Disneyland experience.
That's an interesting name for a trip, mate.
Over the next 2 days, the young creators from Cardiff will work alongside their American counterparts, helping to produce Carlsbad High School's morning show. Called CHS-TV, this live daily broadcast is widely regarded as the best high school live daily broadcast in the United States.
I remember they all were just super natural at it. Like, we only told them, hey, you're going to be going live, you're going to get a few people who are going to come in to be interviewed about 15 minutes before the show, and you're going to have to ask them a few questions about the topic that they're coming in for. And they were like, we loved it, like, we want to do so much more of that. And I was like, well, that's amazing. Like, you guys should start doing something live back when you go to Wales. Like, that's really interesting because you guys are so good at like that like quick thought, you know?
Helping CHS-TV broadcast is like, I think I'd never gone live before, so it was really exhilarating and exciting, but also it's quite stressful because it's like, if I mess up, it's gonna go one shot.
It really like moved me, and I really do want to do stuff like broadcasting. Like, it kind of like locked in what I wanted to do when I was older, and also it really helped like socializing and my social skills and like seeing people from a different perspective.
I did get quite nervous with the first time going on the magic window because I knew I'd be going to a lot of people. We'd never been really exposed to that amount of people before. So for me, I just felt a bit of nervousness, a bit of excitement, but I think I did pretty well. Town name in Welsh.
Okay, well, that's unfair. Okay, how about, let's do it together. All during that, we had Jonas behind the scenes being switcher for the show. He was doing TD, which is one of the hardest jobs in the entire show. And it was like everything came together to be like the Welsh kids were running our show. And, you know, we're like one of the most renowned broadcasting schools in America. So that's a huge deal for them never to have ever done a live show before and then come here and, like, absolutely kill it.
Carlsbad is the home of the Legoland California theme park. In 2023, Legoland California was named one of the best amusement and water parks in the world. 2 world-renowned theme parks in 2 days.
I used to work at Legoland, so again, I kind of took the tour guide role. So it was a lot of fun, once again, just making sure they had the Legoland experience. I think it was a lot of fun for them to kind of compare it to the Legoland near them.
On Wednesday morning, before leaving for Long Beach, a city an hour's drive from Carlsbad, the young creators and their dedicated staff spent some time touring the NBC7 television station in San Diego. Reporters Joe Little and Audrey Stafford gave the group a backstage look at live television news in a big American city. Back in Carlsbad, it's finally time for STN.
We are on a bus to go to STN. It's 1 hour and a bit, and we are so stoked. Stop laughing.
I think that the Welsh students are going to be a great addition to STN. They're going to help Carlsbad and they're going to be really fun.
Totally. A yellow school bus. Big yellow school bus.
The STN.
Yeah, we're about to go to STN. We're super excited.
Yeah.
We're all gonna hopefully get some sleep today.
Yeah.
And
not gonna happen.
We're going to bed at 9 o'clock.
We are not
9 o'clock bedtime.
We just landed in Long Beach and we're gonna go in the hotel now.
This 5-day experience will challenge nearly 3,000 film and broadcasting students from all across America as they converge in the city of Long Beach for an experience that they will remember for a lifetime. Game's on.
STN was insane. Like, it's one of those things where it's so stressful but so worth it. Like, you can be stressed for like 8 hours during Crazy 8 and then you press that button and you hand it in and you're like so proud of yourself and proud of everyone else. And when everyone was in that room together, like cheering and applauding, it was like it just didn't feel real.
Day one of the STN convention is the Crazy 8 contest. Nearly 3,000 students compete in teams to produce broadcasts and short films, and the deadlines require that everything be finished in 8 hours and 0 seconds. Many schools will not make the unforgiving deadlines.
There was over 3,100 schools there. It just felt nice to just be there.
STN was really stressful, but it was also so fun. I didn't want it to end.
There's a lot of challenges that we all overcame, and now we're here, we submitted it in time, and I'm so happy.
The Award of Excellence ceremony on Friday night celebrates the nation's top broadcast and film programs. Winning an Award of Excellence is a major achievement, and tonight Carlsbad High School will win their 18th Award of Excellence, an STN record in the most competitive category, daily live broadcasting. But this evening will provide an even bigger surprise.
And your final Broadcast Excellence winner in News Magazine is...
When they said CA, like they said car, in my mind they were about to say Carlsbad. And I don't know why, I was just expecting them to say Carlsbad. And so I was like cheering because I thought that like Carlsbad had won something.
Cardiff Youth Service!
They said Cardiff and I just froze. And like me and Hilda, we looked at each other, we just weren't moving. And then Mr. Green looked at us and he was like, no, that's you have to go. And we just sat there in silence. I was starstruck in a way. Like I looked at all of the people out there and you can feel like the energy and the passion and the talent in that room. And it's like we had all of the Carlsbad kids cheering for us and all the Valley kids and like, I don't know, I just felt so supported and like there was so much love in that room and it was really sweet.
It was crazy, everybody went insane. Like seeing them win that and seeing their faces just light up from winning that award and just knowing what that means, like they made it. Being at STN, getting that Award of Excellence, it's in the name, Award of Excellence. They were excellent. And like their show, it just means a lot to them and also a lot to us.
On Saturday, the innovative Carlsbad-Cardiff Broadcast and Film Exchange programme is in the spotlight as the Carlsbad and Cardiff students share their experiences with other STN schools.
Being, with Paolo, Fionn, Hilda, Jonas and Noah, we all felt like, a team in that moment when we were standing together. It felt great, and being able to answer the questions and have people really take an interest in our work.
Hi, my name is Noah Neal. I'm 13 years old and I live in Wales in the UK.
2 months ago, Noah auditioned for the coveted role of closing ceremonies presenter. With more than 100 candidates vying for the opportunity, Noah was selected as one of the presenters.
Up next from Carlsbad High School in Carlsbad, California, here's Annika Hike.
And from Cardiff Youth Service, who has traveled over 5,000 miles to be with us here today, Noah Neal.
I was presenting an award, which was, I was nervous at first, like when I'm nervous I'll do this, with my knuckles rubbing together. Then when I go up on stage, it just went, I was just like, deep breaths, and I did really good in the end, I think, and I loved it.
In STN, everyone was screaming and yelling and excited, and people would, in the UK I think people would be more less willing to. So at the party when we were all in the hotel, people got up and danced, and even middle schoolers. And I think that in the UK, people would be less willing to, feeling sort of embarrassed to. Here, it feels there's more, people really express themselves a lot. I think there's a culture around the UK to have sort of a distant and nihilistic view of the world is cool, almost, especially within young people.
There's some people, like Sierra, for example, I have spoke to her every single day since she came back here. And genuinely every day we have spoken and we have talked and talking about our day, talking about when we come back over. And like, she sent me a voice message like a couple of days before I flew out here, just saying like, I love you and I miss you and I can't wait to see you. And I played it to Paolo and Hilda, and we were just sat there crying together.
Hi, Vian. I just wanted to say how excited everybody is here to meet you guys. And my parents and I talked for like an hour today about what we should do the weekend before STN, those first couple of days you guys are here. And In-N-Out is definitely at the top of that list. So, yeah. Okay, see you super soon. I'm so excited to see you guys. Bye!
I was never like really social before even just coming over here, but it's definitely improved my self-confidence.
I really hope that we can build a legacy because like this is just the beginning, and then if it spirals off to be something really big, then people can be like, oh, who were like the first people that came, and then it would be us, and it would just be like really like honourable.
It only felt like a day ago that we were saying hello, and we're saying goodbye again for the next few months, but it's gonna be almost bittersweet is the way I could describe it.
I'm like gaslighting myself into thinking I'm not leaving, but as soon as I get on the plane, I'm gonna like realise I'm leaving, and it's gonna be kind of heartbreaking.
Saying the goodbyes to like all the people I'd met was like really sad. Like a lot of kids will have the opportunity to go to America. So of course I'm really grateful for all this and all the hard work for other people. And I think next time something bad happens, just like think some kids have got it worse.
I remember I didn't really want to give people hugs just because that meant that it was actually goodbye, and we were all trying to hold back tears and take pictures and smile, but it was a really sad moment, and I definitely already miss them so much.
Today, and they mean a lot to us. They won an award at the first ever STN convention and for the news magazine, so big deal.
The last day was so unbelievably sad. I remember tears flying everywhere. Juliana was a wreck. Landon couldn't get a hug from Paolo, then he got it a couple minutes later.
I'm gonna get a hug from Paolo real quick. Paolo. Hey, Paolo, give me a hug. No.
To even have like a day with these people that I love so much, I'm incredibly grateful for every second I get to spend with all of you guys. It doesn't have to be a goodbye. When I left my host family this morning, we just said, see you later. Like, I'll see you soon. So I'm avoiding the word goodbye at all possible chances because I don't want it to be goodbye. I just want it to be like, oh, I'll see you again soon.
It's fun to stay at the YMCA.
When I get home, first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get into my bedroom, choose ABBA Gold, and I'm gonna listen to The Winner Takes It All, and just lie there, reflecting on my time in America.
I've basically lived off pizza for the past 10 days. I can't think of a day where I have not had pizza. It was like 2 days I haven't had pizza, and I was at STN. And those are the only 2 days I didn't have pizza, I think.
It's like a donut, but it isn't a donut. It's like warm, but it's not warm.